Only after beings with such retributions have all become Buddhas will I myself achieve proper enlightenment. I will become a Buddha only once these people become Buddhas. After making that vow, she clearly heard pure lotus eyes first come and say to her. She did not just hear in a way that was casual, vague, or confusing as if in a dream. She clearly heard pure lotus eyes first come and tell bright eyes, showing great compassion and sympathy for making this kind of vow delights me. She praises her bright eyes. You are able to make a vow that will reach your mother through this mighty vow that you are making. Who taught you? Who told you? So that you can make this great filial vow to your mother. I have never heard any being who can make such a great vow at saving all beings in order to rescue her mother. This is truly rare. This is the best. You are the finest girl. My contemplation using my Buddha eye shows me that after 13 years, your mother will be done with this retribution and will be born as a Brahman. Since you made such a huge vow, your mother in her next life will become a Brahman woman after 13 years of this life. The Brahmans are the pure clan of generations of individuals who cultivate purity. With a lifespan of 100 years as a Brahman, she will be different then. After that retribution, she will be born in the land of no concern, the land of ultimate bliss, with a lifespan of uncountable eons. Later, she will realize the fruition of Buddhahood and save people and gods as numerous as sand grains in the Ganges. Shakyamuni Buddha told Samadhi self-mastery king, Vyahata, whose blessings helped Bright Eyes then to see where her mother fell, is now inexhaustible intention Bodhisattva. He was in a heart at the time pure lotus eyes was the thirst one, and now he is the inexhaustible intention Bodhisattva. Do you know who Bright Eyes' mother is? The mother of Bright Eyes is now Liberation Bodhisattva. Bright Eyes herself is now Earth Star Bodhisattva. Sutra. He has been extending his compassion and sympathy like that from distant eons onward by making vows as many as Ganges sends to rescue vast numbers of beings. Men and women in the future may fail to do good deeds and only do evil, may not believe in cause and effect, may indulge in sexual misconduct and false speech, may use divisive and harsh speech, and may slander the great vehicle. Beings with karma like that should certainly fall into bad destinies. Commentary. He has been extending his compassion and sympathy like that from distant eons onward by making vows as many as Ganges sends to rescue vast numbers of beings. During an eon long, long ago, this Earth-star Bodhisattva was extremely compassionate and sympathetic toward living beings as described above. So he made as many vows as the number of sand grains in the Ganges River. Now, the number of vows is not so as small as described in the sutras. It is equivalent to infinity. He universally teaches and transforms all beings, liberating all beings. Men and women in the future may fail to do good deeds and only do evil. People should do no evil and devote to doing every kind of good. These people, however, do not do any act of goodness, but do every kind of evil. They may not believe in cause and effect. Yesterday, we went to lecture at University of California. After the lecture, one Chinese student asked me outside, does Buddhism believe in cause and effect? I said, yes, not only should we believe in cause and effect, but know that it is absolutely accurate. There is cause and effect whether you believe in this law or not. Let me show you an on-the-spot experiment if you do not believe in the law of cause and effect. How do we conduct this experiment? Go find someone and slap him. This person will certainly slap you back. Your slapping him is the cause. His slapping you in return is the result. You hit someone else and someone else hits you. Do you believe in this principle? He was left speechless. Initially, he had a lot of theories with which he planned to argue that there is no cause and effect, but after what I said, he was either afraid that someone will hit him or that he did not want to hit anyone, so he became a believer in cause and effect. I said, hitting people is a cause. You are not supposed to hit people, but you did, thus creating a cause. Consequently, people turn around to hit you, creating a result. Cause and effect refers to other people being mean to you because you are mean to others. Were you good to others, they would be good to you too. This is the law of cause and effect. Sow causes of goodness, and you will reap fruits of goodness. Sow causes of evil, and you will reap fruits of evil. For instance, befriend bad people and they will turn you into a bad person. Befriend good people and you will become good even if you started out being bad. Everything is about cause and effect. Do not go searching for the answer outside. Quit saying that other people are mean to me. First, ask ourselves whether you are good to others. Reflect on everything and search for the answers within. Stop acting like a camera that photographs others all the time but has no idea what itself looks like. They may indulge in sexual misconduct and false speech all the time. They may use divisive and harsh speech. We must remember not to speak divisively or harshly. What is a divisive speech? We reserve one kind of expression for some people and another kind of expression for some other people. For example, we criticize B in front of A and criticize A in front of B. We make mistakes in speaking divisively and harshly, or we create schisms among an originally harmonious group. A group disperses because of our distractions. Among the different transgressions in speaking divisively and harshly, the most critical is not to break up the harmony of the Sangha. What does that mean? As a lay person, you should not speak of the faults of novices and bhikshus because they have received at the least the novice precepts or the Bodhisattva precepts. You learn the Buddha Dharma from bhikshus and novices. You cannot study the Buddha Dharma then wreck the Buddha Dharma. Do not create disharmony in the Sangha. If you do, then you speak divisively and harshly to break up a harmonious Sangha. Ruining the Sangha's harmony is one of the 5 rebellious offenses, the most serious offenses. The 5 are 1. Killing one's mother, 2. Killing one's father, 3. Killing an arhat who has certified to the fruition, 4. Destroying the Sangha's harmony, such as telling one monastic about another monastic's mistakes, faults, and wrongdoings, then tell the second one about how the first one is mean, wrong to you, and is jealous and obstructive. As a result, monastics do not get along. They do not live together, they live apart. This would be wrecking a Sangha's harmony. 5. Shedding the Buddha's blood by burning Buddha images or damaging Buddha images. Although the Buddha is not in the world now, ruining Buddha images is also considered shedding the Buddha's blood. The above are all included in the areas of divisive speech and harsh speech. We must be particularly attentive in avoiding these problems. Making such transgressions will fall into their house and will never come out. And they may slander the great vehicle, claiming that there is no great vehicle text, only Pali text. Some such crazy man came yesterday and asked, is the sutra translated from Pali? He did not even know what Pali looks like, and he asked whether the text came from a Pali text. He pretends to be an expert who knows. This kind of person is most pathetic. Beings with karma like that should certainly fall into bad destinies. They will definitely fall into the three evil destinies where things are dangerous. Sutra. But if they encounter good and wise advisors who exhort them and lead them to quickly take refuge with the earth-star Bodhisattva, then those beings will just as quickly be released from their retributions in the three evil paths. If those beings are determined and respectful, if they behold, bow to, and praise the Bodhisattva, and if they make offerings of flowers, incense, clothing, jewels, food, and drink to him, they will enjoy supremely wonderful bliss in the heavens for millions of billions of years. When their blessings in the heavens end and they are born as pupils throughout hundreds of thousands of years, they will have the potential to be the national leaders, able to remember all aspects of causes and effects from previous lives. Oh, Samadhi self-mastery king, Earth-star Bodhisattva has such an inconceivably great, awesome spiritual power that he uses expansively for the benefit of beings. All of you Bodhisattvas should remember this sutra and proclaim and spread it far and wide. Samadhi self-mastery king Bodhisattva said to the Buddha, World-honored one, please do not be concerned. We thousands of billions of Bodhisattvas, Mahasattvas, based on the Buddha's awesome spiritual strength, will certainly proclaim the sutra widely throughout the Jambudvipa for the benefit of beings. Having spoken thus to the world-honored one, Samadhi self-mastery king Bodhisattva put his palms together respectfully, bowed, and withdrew. Commentary. But if, perhaps, and perhaps not. Now, let us hypothetically assume that they encounter good and wise advisors. What is a good and wise advisor? Someone who knows things by their name and by their looks. Good can also mean capable. He knows and recognizes things. What things? He knows about the miserable afflictions of this triple realm, that the triple realm is not peaceful, just like a house on fire. There are three kinds of good and wise advisors. The first kind is good and wise advisors who protect the Dharma externally. This kind of good and wise advisor helps to take care of everything. What do monastics need? They will protect and support the triple jewel and the monastics' residents. They provide everything that monastics need. These are good and wise advisors who protect externally. The second kind is a companion good and wise advisors. They are companions in that they cultivate with us and encourage us. How do they encourage one another? They beat up their fellow cultivators. You help me look for my problems, and I help you look for your problems. Since people do not know their own faults, whereas other people will detect all of our faults easily. As it is said, those who are in the game do not see clearly. We cannot tell what is right or wrong in our own role. Those who are bystanders see clearly. Those on the sidelines can tell my faults, and I can see your faults. This is called beating up on your fellow cultivators. So this is not about seeing others' faults and getting angry, or you getting angry because I tell you your faults. Instead of getting angry, study our errors, which turn the situation into encouragements and exhortations so that We must strive forward diligently, polishing and excelling each other. The great learning says, it is like a cutting and chiseling. It is like a polishing and grinding. Stonemasons cut and chisel, polish and grind jade so that it becomes beautiful. So fellow cultivators beat up in this way, looking for each other's faults. People who really want to cultivate must be companion, good and wise advisors in this way. There is also the third kind, the teaching good and wise advisor. Good and wise advisors who lecture on the sutras and speak the Dharma, propagate the Dharma, and teach living beings. These are all good and wise advisors who teach, who exhort them and lead them to quickly take refuge with the earth star Bodhisattva. As quickly as a finger snap, a very short duration for a wink of an eye, which lasts about 20 thoughts. 20 winks are one kshana. The Prana Sutra of the Humane King who protects the country says that there are 900 births and deaths in one kshana. In other words, in one kshana, 900 thoughts come and go. 64 kshanas exist in a matter of a finger snap. Here, a finger snap merely means a very short time. There are two interpretations for exhorting and leading them quickly. One, that they will believe in and take refuge with a star Bodhisattva in as a short duration as a finger snap, then go up to the heavens and attain eternal bliss. So, after receiving advice from good and wise advisors, they believe in as a short time as a finger snap and develop the faith to take refuge with Earth Star Bodhisattva. Taking refuge is a form of respect in that we hand over our body, mind, and life to Earth Star Bodhisattva. Earth Star Bodhisattva is our compassionate Father, and we are like His children. Then those beings will just as quickly, in as short a time as a snap of a finger, be released from their retributions for infinity in the three evil paths. If those beings are determined and respectful, they are furthermore concentrated and sincere. If they behold, bow to, and praise the Bodhisattva, and if they make offerings of flowers, incense, clothing, treasures, jewels, food, and drink to him. Consequently, this is the reason why monastics should make offerings of food to the Buddha first before we eat. They will enjoy supremely wonderful bliss in the heavens for millions of billions of years. Those who make offerings of incense, flowers, food, clothing, and various gems to a star Bodhisattva, as described above, will always go up to the heavens for as long a time as millions of billions of years throughout the future. When their blessings in the heavens end, and they are born as pupils throughout hundreds of thousands of years, they will have the potential to be national leaders, able to remember all aspects of causes and effects from previous lives. They recall what they did in their lives past and what occurred in their past lives. Oh, Samadhi self-mastery king, Earth Star Bodhisattva has such inconceivably and ineffably great awesome spiritual power that he uses it expansively for the benefit of beings. All of you Bodhisattvas should remember this sutra, the Earth Star Sutra, and proclaim and spread it far and wide. All of you should voluntarily circulate this Earth Star Sutra. The fact that we can hear the name Earth Star Sutra and hear an explanation on the Earth Star Sutra is based on the power of all the Bodhisattvas who vastly proclaim and circulate this sutra. If it were not for the Bodhisattvas who proclaim and circulate this sutra from behind the scenes. We may not be able to encounter such a profound Dharma treasure. Samadhi self-mastery King Bodhisattva said to the Buddha, "World Honored One, please do not be concerned. No need to worry about any of these problems. With thousands of billions of Bodhisattvas, Mahasattvas, based on the Buddha's awesome spiritual strength, will certainly proclaim this sutra widely throughout the southern Jambudvipa for the benefit of beings." Having spoken thus to the world-honored one, Samadhi self-mastery King Bodhisattva put his palms together respectfully, bowed to Shakyamuni Buddha, and withdrew to sit down on the side.